What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another awesome episode of The Careful Boys. And we got our Careful Boy guest right here, Dante Basco in the building.
Basco! The legend.
Dante Basco.
Talk to me, baby.
He was just about to tell us how many fans he's had sex with.
No.
The dog really wanted to know.
We was just talking about Heading to Clouds, and it was a fucking crazy week, right? Heading to Clouds is a festival.
What is it exactly? Explain it to me.
It's a musical festival that's put on by 88 Rising, right? The record label that not only hosts and promotes a lot of Asian American talent, but now they've even branched out.
40,000 Asian kids.
They don't care about us. They don't invite us to shit. Fucking 88.
I've been to some of the 88 Rising stuff. The Chinese New Year stuff or Lunar New Year stuff is pretty dope.
Go ahead, say your piece to 88 Rising.
No, I finished.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey Anthony, I saw that Head in the Clouds. The Kinjaz were there. And my favorite
You guys
outfit,
performed there, dude. That was
all
sick.
red leather jackets, and matching.
How many day festival is it? It's in LA?
2-day festival.
It's like Asian Coachella.
Yeah, it was at Brookside Golf Course at the Rose Bowl.
Was it really?
you
I'm
know?
playing
Yep.
Brookside on Monday.
I like Brookside.
I'm playing it Monday.
When I saw you guys perform, I was like, do you guys just show up at like the Men's Warehouse and be like, can I get 12 red pants? And then they're like, dude,
leather.
that is all the red pants we got.
You already know that Men's Warehouse doesn't have that look.
Which one? The red pants?
The kin aesthetic.
They went to Friar
You
Tuck's.
guys are you guys Taylor gang or you guys gotta go? You shop and find
Where you guys go? Burlington Coat Factory?
Half and half.
They go to Chinatown.
I only know that because I come from a breakdancing group and I know my mom made some of our stuff.
Look,
And then some is
It's hard to get.
when you need 12 of the same costumes with guys on different body types, you know what I mean? Like you got to work with
bespoke.
both.
But the jackets are custom because I see the Kinjaz in the
They are
back.
custom. So the jackets were custom. Everything else we had to put together piece by piece and figure things out. The T-shirts, which are maroon, we got one of them little 5 for 10 shops.
Wow. I didn't know they still existed. Pro Club,
Were they shakas?
Hanes.
Lululemon.
Wow.
But you got to get extra large because Fashion Nova is like them skinny, urban look and stuff like that.
Plus, you guys are dancing, so you need some material that has some stretch in it.
Yeah, or you're gonna have a Lenny Kravitz.
4-way stretch.
And they got quick shipping, and those pants are like $21.
They don't really need stretchy clothes. They don't do that much,
Oh my god.
So you spend hella money. We spent hella money and resources.
They just be standing here.
Time to put things like a custom jacket together because that's the hot part.
And it pops.
That's the hot part. And then you got to make sure the shoes are obviously ill. We got these like Nike utility boots and stuff like that. Everything else we try to save money on. Everything else as long as it fits, right?
How was it like performing in front of 40,000 people? Was that sick? The stage looks sick.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? I think because after fucking a decade of getting on big stages and stuff like that, festivals are always fun and unique, but they're never like the most appropriate for like a dance performance. One, the live feed always has some sort of lag, music to video.
Oh, I see.
And then two, when there's like giant barricades and stuff like that, there's kind of a disconnect. Right, like even if you're at the front of the stage, you're still like 30 feet away from like the closest fans. So the actual energy is a very unique experience. You're just more like a sea of people, and that is cool.
And 80% of people are on drugs or just eating a hot dog.
Yeah, but I feel like one of the sickest things, or at least like what we've been experiencing this year alone by way of performing at things like Coachella and Head in Clouds, is just being the only dance crew on an entire lineup of musicians.
That's true, because you can finally rub it. You could finally rub it in our faces that, hey, you're only in Vegas. But like, you know what? We're actually doing festivals.
This motherfucker.
Now we can't use this video, Anthony.
Okay, first of all,
Is he shout out the jab?
Jawok is ghost for that, okay? All I'm saying this fool got his full nipple out.
Hey, that's the wrong hat. That's the wrong hat.
Get out of here, y'all. Chill out.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Whoa!
With overalls and a Biden hat? Bro.
Give us your breast breakdown real quick.
This fool got no shoes or socks on.
You gotta support
The
both.
MAGA walkies.
You gotta support both.
Here we go.
You did both sides. We're just keeping it equal.
Oh my god. Where are we going? What's happening?
Dante's like, where are we going?
What's happening right
Oh
now?
my
So we're just getting variety.
Shout out to the Jawok.
But that is cool though that you guys are put in the same like I guess the same realm as a performing artist.
That's what I'm saying. That's so weird to me because like to see an entire lineup of musicians, like established incredible musicians, right? People coming from fucking like Korea and stuff like that. People have been in the game for like a long time. And people like dumbfounded.
Coachella's
you know what I mean?
all over the. I mean, you got the highest of the high at Coachella.
It's so cool.
You feel like you don't belong with those names?
No, it just feels like moving the needle for like the dance community.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a no-brainer for you guys to be up there.
No, I'm proud. Like I come from the world. But before I was an actor, I was a b-boy. Like that was what we did. So when shit started popping, like Jabwalkers on the ABDC, Quest Crew, Kaba, Kinjaz, it was like all of a sudden I was like, it was exciting. Now, like so you think you can dance. So all these other dancings were really, for a lot of years, it was like dancing. The secret of the dance is like it's a ceiling.
Yeah.
Where the
totally
highest you can get is backup dancing for something. Like me and my brothers, we dance for Mike. Like, oh, that's at your era, backup dance for Michael Jackson, Madonna, Janet Jackson. You did it.
Yeah.
That was pretty. And then from there, you better go.
That was even the highest echelon for me for my first like 10 years of dancing.
Right. And then you got to go into choreography or something, right? Yeah. Or.
But you're always background.
But what you guys did, what your generation did, what I loved is you guys bursted through that ceiling and went, no. Like we would do this, we can dance for other people too, but then your names and your crews became on par with some of the artists, and you maybe live beyond some of the artists actually.
The top of the top.
Which is great, and it becomes like doing shit like this. Like we're going to see the Kinjaz, we're going to see Jabrock, we're coming to see Quest. Yeah. We're not coming to see you dance behind Justin Bieber. Mm-hmm. Even though you can do that, make some money, it's all fucking good. But also, you can open up for them also.
Yeah.
Which is great.
It's a totally different thing to like for example, even at Coachella, which is like obviously a whole different. That was the first thing that we did this year. That was just like that blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And it's like we're on the Coachella live stream, and it says Kinjaz, and I'm like,
wow.
Like from that level, I'm like, this is the most ridiculous shit we've ever done. But even then, it's like that's just Coachella. So it's like we had some fans, but people ain't going to Coachella for Kinjaz. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, why are you downplaying it though?
That's
But
big time.
I'm only saying
on
this.
stage on Coachella in any way, shape, or form, you're the top tier of the artists that year.
Yeah. I think it's
You're on Coachella.
The reality is, you're here, right? You're fucking with these A-list celebrities. You're doing it, and then next week you come to JK News, and that sets the realness of like what your real world.
Hey, stay humble, dude.
All I'm saying is like Coachella. No matter how sick that was, it's crazy because when you go to something like Head in the Clouds, it's like our community.
Yeah, it's different.
So that's the thing I was gonna ask you. Like, how does it feel performing to like your people and thrown by like our people, and then also it almost feels like how like there's that whole like Black excellence movement. It feels like there's this giant Asian excellence movement, right? Like we randomly see Michelle Yao pop up on stage. You're just like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what made Head in the Clouds feel so special too, right? Like comparative, even to like again, fucking apples and oranges, different in one sense, but even at Coachella, it's like we'll hear a couple fans like, yeah, Kinjaz, people are down for it. At Head in the Clouds, it's like people knew us, you know what I mean? And it was a totally different like. We were stressed the whole time. I'll give the scenario of like how this even thing went down. This is the most ironic and stressful show I did all year. And the reason why it's ironic is because since Coachella, we performed at the 88 Rising set at Coachella, so we already knew we were locked in for Head in the Clouds months later. Coachella's in April, Head in the Clouds in August. We knew in April we were performing at Head in the Clouds. We had all this time to be like, all right, cool, Kinjaz gonna perform. And the original thing is we were gonna have a 10-minute slot, all right? What had happened as we got really close is this, I'm not gonna say the name, but a large Chinese public company came in as a client. They do apparel, footwear, and stuff like that. Large Chinese public company. They came in as a client.
Miniso.
They wanted to put together, because they were debuting a whole new apparel line and all that stuff. So they wanted to hire us to choreograph for artists, including people like Rich Brian and like, this other upcoming artists, to put together a set where we would rep their clothes and shoes. And then
Which makes sense for them.
Yeah, totally.
That would have been way better than Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, and in this 10-minute set, right, because other artists were there, Kinjaz, our obligation was only to perform 2 minutes. It was as a choreographer, it was my obligation to direct and choreograph the entire thing for 10 minutes with other artists and us be like dance and hype and stuff with them, so that they're not on stage by themselves, even though they're not dancing. But the Kinjaz dance segment was 2 minutes. So I'm leading up to the fucking show for the last 3 weeks. I'm back and forth with the client from China, with the account manager on our side with 88. We're doing all this stuff. I'm choreographing routines to like Rich Brian and stuff. This other artist, 2 songs for this other artist.
Because it's a whole-on fashion show plus dance show.
They're switching songs midway because they need to switch. I'm like, fuck, but I got to re-choreograph whole numbers. Meanwhile, Kinjaz is only focusing on 2 minutes of our own shit.
Damn.
And then, remember when I told you, it was the Thursday before, aka one week and some change before the event, that suddenly political tensions, because we talked about this here.
Scrapped it.
Because Pelosi brought her heavies to Taiwan.
Exactly.
Pelosi, dude, ruining.
With China,
Freaking B, dude.
because political tension, this large public-facing Chinese conglomerate had to pull out from this U.S.-based event. So Head in the Clouds was still going on, but the particular client that we had the whole job with, that I had hired my whole crew and shit like that, and bought studio space, all this shit.
The world's crazy right now.
It just had to pull out for political reasons.
Sorry.
So big that we can't even handle.
Ugh.
So for like
That's crazy.
14 hours, no matter how much it sucked, and I had to hit up all my guys. I'm sorry, man. Thank you for like, blocking out your time and stuff, but the gig is canceled. Nobody's getting paid. Blah blah blah. It's like one of those shitty ass things that it happens.
Yeah. Did you blame it on Nancy though? You should have.
I kind of blamed it on her heavies.
Good.
So for a couple of hours, I'm like almost as shitty as it was. I like all the anxiety and the stress went away. It's like it's a force beyond my control. We can't do it. It sucks, but alright, whatever. Like great luck to everybody else perform, right?
Yeah.
I set up like a fucking golf tee time and shit like that. I'm trying to like get my head out of the game. And then on my way to this tee time, like later on that day, management hits me back and they're like, alright, so you guys still doing your 10-minute slot, right?
Oh my god.
So because the client bounced out, they still had the slot, and so they just assumed, and miscommunication assumed, but like assumed that we were
Big
still
fat miscommunication though.
I'm like, no way. Like we're less than a week, like a week out. I can't put 10 minutes together when I had 8 minutes of other.
No, dude, it's so easy. Like we got just bring out 3 tables, 3 cameras in the middle, and we'll do Just Kidding News
Like this.
live in the middle of Head in the Clouds. Bam, right there.
You know what I mean?
So we have to renegotiate.
You're not good at
It has
brainstorming.
to be realistic. If we're gonna go to like even Kinjaz standards, like being
I can't believe you didn't call me.
Yeah.
Like dancer to dancer, you know I'm the greatest choreographer.
Bro, this
alive.
was my call to the Kinjaz, man.
I could have did some bicep curls on stage. Or some shit. Come on.
Dude, 6 minutes right here, 1 minute each. We could have fucking done it, dude.
You could have talked about macros, counting calories.
I would have made a protein shake on stage,
What do we got?
like I said, standards.
Easy.
It'll take me more time to freaking pour one from each dead homie.
Wow.
We could have had Dante fly in and shit with his Rufio outfit. I would have just
10
fucking-
minutes on stage, Jansen could feel like a lifetime. God,
I can do it right now.
you don't realize
All you do is me and Joe battle each other.
If you play that wrong, even if it doesn't feel like a lifetime, you could choreograph it wrong where it feels like a lifetime to the audience. And that's the bad thing.
That's worse, right?
That's worse.
The problem is you guys count by like 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like no shit. It's gonna feel like a long time.
Too slow.
Counting the wrong way.
transitions. You need some shit.
Where are the quarter beats, dude?
Just shoulders. You know what sucks about dancers? It takes 40 of them to fill up 10 minutes. It takes only me to fill up 10 minutes.
Yeah, so anyways, like you said, and I want to get to some other the juicy stuff anyway. We had to like pull some one piece of old material, but we don't want to do the same show because we don't want to fucking, we got to rep ourselves. So we only had 3 rehearsals now because that's all I scheduled with the guys, and we had to cancel 2 rehearsals because at that time the day I was supposed to rehearse with them was the day that the gig got pulled. So I canceled that day's rehearsal and the next day, and then the next day is when we
You have to play.
confirmed.
You have to do your round on the court.
Yeah,
you have to play.
exactly.
You have to play your round on the court.
You paid for it. You paid for it.
Got a birdie that day.
Wow.
And then gigs back on. We only got 3 rehearsals, so we had to put the fucking pedal to the metal.
Y'all at a different place now. Back in the '80s when we was doing it, this when we called time solo time. We're gonna break into solo time. Instant break off. We're gonna break off.
So everyone just goes like this.
Then we gotta go back into the end after we all did but you gotta be out there for a hot second. Don't just do one goddamn move.
At any regular corporate job, easy. But when it's like
no, for sure.
The pressure of being the only dance crew repping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At a
Y'all need to
musical
rap.
festival.
Yeah.
We wanna see some fucking.
And everybody knows who you are. You know
That's
what
high
I'm saying?
stakes. That's high stakes.
Yeah. So either way, the point is, on Saturday we were performing that, and like we barely, literally that morning, I finished a fucking transition. We're like going to the studio, finish transition, get dressed, then we head over and we're performing. It was like that day.
Damn, y'all fucking procrastinators.
You guys can get all you guys all know each other can dance.
You procrastinate.
But you guys are professionals. You know what I mean?
You don't take your work seriously.
Get the fuck out of here. So that whole day,
You can't prepare articles the day of JK News.
it goes by like a blur. We're fucking stressed out the whole time. We finish our performance, and you know how it is. You fucking get on stage, you blink, it's over.
You know when it's fucked up starts planning, you can't hear. Can you hear? I don't fucking know. Go up my count because the shit's all fucked
And there's
up.
no, we don't
People
get
are
a check
screaming,
time.
and no check time. The fucking
that
monitor
shit.
fucker like, well, just look. We're gonna follow you. Like 1, 2. Then you start dancing to someone's rhythm.
That's literally what we did. We brought in, we're like, hey, look, spread out as much as you can, hit the front, and at the end of the day, just back up center. We ain't got no tech time, so just fucking follow.
So you guys 100%. That shit.
So we do that shit, and then once we're done, there's so much anxiety, so everybody just gets fucking drunk. It's a blur.
Shit, dude.
But it's the next day that the real epic shit happened. So we had done our performance and stuff, and that was sick. That was already such an honor. Thank you, 88, Head in the Class Festival, everybody for having us.
Where can we watch it?
It was. We'll probably upload a video.
Bits and pieces on your guys'
I want to see the
Instagram, too.
whole thing, dude.
All right. But
all 10.
the next day, Sunday, right? Here's where the most epic and juicy shit happened. That's going like mad viral right now.
Oh, you guys performed twice?
So
Yes,
we had
gotta
a
go fight.
secret performance, a surprise performance with Jackson Wang on Sunday. And Jackson Wang was the closer of Head in the Clouds as an individual artist.
He's a big star.
Biggest dude there, right?
I know Jackson.
Literally
He's from Korea or China?
Both technically. He's Chinese, but he's on Got 7 in Korea as well.
And he looks really young for his age.
He's the man, dude.
He is young though. He's in his mid-20s.
I thought he was 40.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So we had no time, obviously. So we only came out. My boy Ving was choreographing for Jackson, as lead choreographer for his show. He did like a 30, 45-minute set or something like that. And we come out for his finale number. And it's only like 4 8 counts. So it's like, we're not even stressed anymore. Compared to what we were doing the
Just
day
chill.
before.
Can
you show 'em 4 8
Not
counts?
stressed.
5, 6,
So,
7,
so we're coming in, right? We're coming in super just like relieved from the day prior, feeling good, knowing we're gonna come out for a surprise performance, right? For the biggest star of that day. We go out there, we do this number, kill it, right? It's fucking great time. But what people didn't know backstage is that when we got off and we came to the back, what Jackson didn't know is we brought him out of his camper. And the thing is, backstory, me and him have had like this multi-year long agreement. When he had like 8 million followers on IG, he was, hey, I'm gonna make a deal with you. I was like, all right. He's like, when I get 30 million followers on Instagram, you have to announce that I'm a Kinjaz. And he said that.
That's dope that he wanted to be
That's
one
cool.
too.
Yeah, he hella wanted to be on for a long time. You know, he said that like, you know, a lot of the Kinjaz inspired him to really get into dancing, and like he was on like K-pop like competition TVs back in the day, where because they do this a lot in Korea, where they're like different challenges, like you have to learn dance routines. He would like off of YouTube learn different Kinjaz dance routines and perform them for like reality TV shows like years ago. So the history runs real rich and deep, right? And the thing is, for me, I'm like, 30 million, fuck, all right, I don't give a fuck, you can call yourself whatever you want. Like, sure, let's go Kinjaz, for sure. And then, lo and behold, like, every single time he saw me, it'd be like 15 million followers, hey, remember our deal. 20 million followers, remembered our deal. 25 million followers, hey, remember our deal. And he would continue to say that. I'm like, oh, fuck. This is like,
He's pushing for
this is
it.
the real deal. Now he's sitting at 29.8 million followers, right? By the time Sunday comes. So there's no, at the end of the day, this is the moment.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, look, Destiny is writing this fucking story.
You guys are together, yeah.
Yep.
Right? We're here. We fucking just got on stage as a surprise performance to close out. Him closing Head in the Clouds, which is a big fucking deal for him. Chinese star came over here and just rocked it like that. We get off stage, pull him out of his camper. And then we gave him this custom one-of-one jacket. We took this signature. We don't even have bombers anymore. Can't produce them anymore like that. We have the signature
Alibaba can.
bomber. And then we took some of his Team Wang stuff because that's his, you know, his clothing line. Deconstructed some of his shit, combined it, made this custom one-of-one Jackson bomber. We gifted to him. And then that's when I announced him, and you can see this video online and stuff.
I see it. That's crazy.
That's when I announced him, like, yo, you know that deal, blah blah blah.
Play that shit.
The reason why I dance is Kinjaz.
So we made a promise,
Yes.
and this is one of those moments where when you had like 8 million followers. It's like now we want to formally and officially ask you to join the crew. And this fool literally like drops to his knees and he's like so honored about it. Like we're like chanting together and stuff like that. We would love to formally and finally actually ask you to officially get down and become a member of the gang.
No.
We dropped this video, right? And literally it starts going viral. It becomes a #1 trending thing on Weibo in China. Like,
Wow.
we have never hit #1 trending anywhere like that before. We hit like top 10 on Weibo before, and we were already jumping for joy. #1 fucking trending. Like it's got millions of views on like social media accounts, on his account and stuff like that. And the crazy thing is, I'm so just like blown away by how his fans are rallying and all the comments. The crazy thing is nobody's like, yo, congrats Kinjaz, you got everybody's like, yo, like we're so happy for Jackson to like have the support and have the encouragement of like his brothers that like push him to further his own like, you know, stretch his limits for like his dance journey.
Wow.
Like to be comfortable and to be like honored with such like inclusion. Like everybody is rallying behind the fact that like it's a wonderful thing to have for him in his life. So I'm literally just like, it's one of the most mind-blowing experiences because for us, you get it. It's just like, this is, our relationship has just gotten so real, so authentic, so close. We fucking love this guy. We've been working with him constantly for like years and stuff. He's always been family to us. But the rest of the world, the way they perceive it as well, which is in their truth as well, is like, this is such a huge and amazing thing for him. And I'm like, holy shit. I thought it was just an amazing thing for us.
Yeah.
But really, it's this beautiful mutual thing where like what he gets from it, what we get from it, like is just actual bond, but in an official way. It's not like this
Mutual.
like this business transactional like we do work. It's like, hey, like regardless of all that shit, for the rest of our lives, I'm gonna call you crew. You're gonna be family to me. You ever need anything, you know what I mean? And we were able to officialize in that moment. So
That's an amazing story.
That's dope, man. That's awesome.
I want to make a wager with you.
fuck.
So now that means I'll never be a Kinjaz, dude.
When JK News loses another 1 million subscribers, I want you to promise me you will announce that I am a Kinjaz. Cause I'm gonna need something else. This shit ain't gonna be working for me.
When JK loses another 1 million?
Hey Nick, end the video, bro.
No, it's amazing.
Every so often he's gonna be like, hey, we lost another 100,000. Hey, we lost 200,000. Hey,
I'm all getting scared.
Y'all should be like, you know, dude, when you guessed it on the thing, private guest, then when all of a sudden, in the middle, at the end of it, someone takes off the mask and it's fucking homeboy Jackson Wang. Like, oh shit, he's been in the crew the whole fucking time.
He's so gangster.
What if Jackson was like Jabberwocky? And then you're like, oh shit. And he's like,
just kidding, I'm really a Kinjaz.
And he does this.
So stupid.
If he missed the next rehearsal and he goes, Jackson, you're out of the crew, bro.
Yeah, Jackson, you're always fucking late. You're always fucking late.
It's like #1 training on Weibo. I was like, oh yeah, he just got kicked out actually, missed rehearsal because he's in Korea.
Couldn't fly out, had a show.
Jackson's always late, dude.
You know what I'll say?
You had a crazy weekend then that weekend, huh? You had a crazy ass
It was a
weekend.
wild weekend. And you know what? You know, obviously, it's not just about like a deal or a bet or anything, you know, but it is dope that like, one, I'm a man of my word. Regardless how crazy it is, I'm a man of my word. But two, that fool's a man of his word too.
That's
tight.
And he didn't even have to keep it on his end because he's such a superstar.
Yeah.
But he genuinely wanted it, I feel like.
And in the video, the thing that's fucking funny that you can see the hominess is like, literally he's fucking honored. He like drops his knees, he comes back up. He's like, Kinjaz is an artist. I'm like, whatever the fuck you want, because obviously, you know, he's not gonna dance with us all the time.
The CEO. Everybody's salary 5 times.
5 times salary for everyone.
What's the current salary? If it's 0, then people are fucked.